Happy December! Here's a gift guide for your artsy friend. And I'm your artsy friend, this is what I want. Just kidding, I already have a lot of this stuff, but if I didn't, this is what I'd ask for. And I've organized the list into categories. So we have like arts and crafts supplies, some handmade inspiration, vintage and secondhand gifts, and fun miscellaneous goodies. Starting with arts and crafts, the Tate watercolor set is so fun and versatile. They call it paint, they don't actually call it watercolor or gouache. It's kind of like an in-between of both of those. So depending on how much water you add, you can manipulate it to be however you want. I partly really like this just because the packaging is so pretty. Like I love the green little box that it comes in. They have like a bigger set and a smaller set. Also acrylic ink. This is a good one if the person you're shopping for likes watercolor or just drawing, because you can use acrylic ink with a dip pen. You can draw with it with a brush, but you can also use it just like watercolor. And I think that picking out specific colors for the person that you're shopping for is just really cute. The same thing with Caran. Those are like water soluble oil pastels. They're like crayons. And again, I think it would be really special if you just picked out a few colors that remind you of that person. And then they'll have a sweet little palette customized by you. Pens also make a great gift. I would never turn down a pen. It's just always fun to try new ones. I think getting the LAMY Safari fountain pen would be really good if you want to get something a little bit fancier. This is a good entry-level fountain pen. They're just very fun and portable. You can get them in the person's favorite color. I have a pink one. And then there's also different color inks. Also Muji pens. I feel like Muji pens are like everyone's favorite pen. They're my favorite. Getting Muji pens as a gift would be kind of like getting socks. Who doesn't love getting socks? It's a very practical present. And then Blackwing pencils are also great. The Blackwing pencils are just so buttery and smooth. I think they look really stylish too. If your friend is into planners, I would recommend the Mildliner highlighters because they come in like a bunch of different color sets. You can get like a pastel set or a neon set. Stickers are another good one that you can just never go wrong with. If they're into planners, you can get tiny little stickers so that they can like stick it in their schedule. There's ones that match up with events like haircut sticker, party sticker. Some artists also make sticker books, which would be such an amazing present. Like I know Natalie Lete has one, but you could also just get like individual big stickers. And if you need some help finding stickers, these are some cool artists that make really good ones. You can also never go wrong with getting someone a sketchbook or journal. I feel like that's such a special present. The sketchbooks or journals that I have that are gifts, I always think of that person when I use it. If you're gonna do a notebook though, I would probably recommend getting plain paper because lines, people can be very particular. Like I don't like it if lined paper is too wide or too dark. And if the paper is plain, you can just do anything you want with it. Pencil cases also make great presents because sometimes I want more pencil cases, but I don't know, it's just kind of something I forget about, but I always appreciate a cute one. The brand Blue Q makes super adorable and fun ones. Like I have this I love my dog zipper bag from them. You could also get them cute stamps with a little ink pad. I always find letter stamps really useful. Like if you get them like an alphabet set. If your friend is into knitting or crocheting, getting them yarn would mean so much. And if you don't know what to buy, I have some recommendations. First, Ewe Ewe Yarns. Ewe Ewe Yarns is great because they come in different weights and they're machine washable. And there's also just so many fun colors to choose from. I also love Knit Collage if you're looking for something kind of crazy because this yarn has like little bits of glitter or fabric. It's just so pretty. Loopy Mango is also great if you're looking for something chunky. And you can never go wrong with anything hand dyed. I think especially as a present, that would be really nice. The brand Dagon also has super cute stuff on their website. Like I love these pink scissors with giant round handles. They also sell baseball caps that are really cute and they say Knit Club. And measuring tapes are great for knitters and sewers. If they're into sewing, I think sewing shears would be really thoughtful. I think it would be so cool to have a pair of like the classic metal, like heavy scissors. And this is so nice because they'll use them and have them forever. Now, if you want to make something for your friend, I have some project ideas. And I think when you're making someone a gift, it's good to make something small so that it's manageable and also something that doesn't have to be specific to any size because that can get pretty tricky. So a scarf is great. great. Get some fun yarn. You can do a lot with a scarf. If you sew, you could make them a tote bag. Like a quilted tote bag would be super cute. And you can kind of never have enough tote bags because they can use them as a grocery bag. I think aprons are a great idea too. I feel like having a handmade apron is also just so sentimental. You can even customize it like with their name or a funny nickname or something, or beanies. Also mittens. I feel like mittens over gloves. There's just something so cute about mittens. I'm currently working on sewing myself a hooded scarf, and I think that would be a great present, like some sort of like hood bonnet type thing. You can knit that, sew, or crochet. Moving on to vintage and secondhand presents. I have to start with vintage fabric because I love vintage fabric. If your friend is into crafting, they can use it for anything. I think a good place to get vintage fabric is eBay, and I would look for like a bundle of scraps. Try and get cotton or linen or just natural fabric because that'll be the most versatile. Get some cute colors and patterns. You could also get some vintage trim. Again, that's so versatile. Even if they're not into crafting, you can just tie cute vintage trim or like lace on stuff. Lace doilies, that's another good present. You could even like wrap a small present in a little vintage doily and that would be so cute. Same with like handkerchiefs. You could find really beautiful ones that have like hand embroidery or cross stitching. Also used books. Maybe you know like they have a favorite book. You could get them like an old edition of it. Okay, now miscellaneous goodies. Starting off with art books. If you need some recommendations, I have lots of videos on different art books that I love, but if you know that your friend has a favorite artist, I would check out their books. And then sometimes art books can be a little bit expensive. So my other recommendation would be a children's book because a lot of times they'll have like a very kind message and the art in them is just so cool and inspiring. There's this one children's book that I love, literally the sweetest book ever, and I tear up every time I read it because it's so cute. So if you want like a warm and fuzzy present, this one's perfect. Puzzles are also great. I feel like puzzles are another one that I don't really buy for myself, but if someone gives me a puzzle, I'll always do it and it's so fun. I think my favorite puzzle brand is Galison, specifically the ones made by Haijin Chung. I have her Book World puzzle and it was so much fun to complete. Like I just felt like I was immersed in her little world. It was book themed, so there was like a Great Gatsby section and all different elements of different books, but it was so detailed and I love her style and all the colors. I also saw that Galison has a G's Bend quilt puzzle and that one looks super cool. I think board games are another great option. This game called Hues and Cues, I haven't played it yet, but I really want to, and if your friend is into art, they'd probably love it. I think everyone playing has to guess a specific color that you know by you describing it in like 1 or 2 words, like flamingo, and then they have to find the flamingo color. I just think that sounds so fun. Also, those miniature bookshelf dollhouse room things, if they like building things, especially for artistic or crafty people, I feel like these things can be really fun because they get your hands moving and get you making something, but they take away the pressure of like having to come up with ideas. You can never go wrong with a Jellycat. I have my little tulip back there. If they're into crystals, crystals make good presents. My aunt just gave me some and I thought it was so thoughtful because they like pick out those specific crystals for you, and crystals have all different meanings. Another thing that I think would be fun is a disposable camera. Like if you know that your friend doesn't have a film camera, especially if they're crafty, they can use those photos for scrapbooking or something. I'm sure they would love that. And because it's starting to get cold, slippers would also be great. Oh yeah, there's like Baggu slippers. And then the hair accessory company called Chunks, they make my favorite claw clips. They're very durable, and I think small presents like that are the best because then you can make your friend a little bundle of goodies. The holiday season is also a great time to support small artists. Ceramics are a good present, like little small handmade sculptures or mugs. And if you look into like local craft fairs near you, that's a great way to find ceramic artists. But if you need some help, I love the work by these artists and they sell online. Let me know any other recommendations that you have for gift ideas. Also, let me know what presents you want this year. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!